Thank you, Carl. Many of you know the real roots of our bell and gossip business really reside, as Carl mentioned, in the HVAC business, particularly in the residential side of the world. And as Carl mentioned, a lot of the trends that we're seeing in the overall marketplace are also impacting the residential market. Certainly, green is a big factor. Homeowners are looking for opportunities to make their systems, more efficient, lower energy consumption, and it's also driving manufacturers to look at things like smart circulators, plug-and-play solutions where they have a simpler way to install a system and make it operate more efficiently. The bottom line is that all of these factors are being driven by the green movement, and it's all about energy efficient circulators. That's after a boiler, it's the largest energy consumption device in the system. Carl mentioned that the Europeans have taken the lead on this. In 2005, they passed legislation that is basically stipulating what the energy efficient consumption of circulators has to be. The EEI index is basically a power consumption index that they developed, and they basically mandated over a period of time that efficiency index would get better and better and better. They're still working on that. They're looking at larger circulators, and they're really focusing on it. And you might say, why are they doing that? Well, Europe is the largest market for circulators in the world, about 10 times the size of the market here in the U.S. And if you look and see it, 53.1 terawatts of energy are consumed powering circulators in Europe. That transfers to about 23 metric tons of CO2 emissions every year. What's happening is that technology is being developed for Europe as it's migrating to the U.S. There's interest in it here, and there's just a movement to look at that application and find ways to bring it here. So ITT is prepared for that. I think many of you may have heard that we made an acquisition this past year. Starting June 1st, we acquired a company called Lang Thermotech, a German company with strong roots in Europe, with a product that complies with the European Union's dictates on energy efficiency. The key part of this product is it utilizes ECM PM technology. And what does that mean? ECM stands for electronically commutated motors, and PM is permanent magnet. Now I'll give you just a quick little summary of that. I'm not going to go into a lot of technical detail, but this is a different kind of motor than is used in any type of circulator that's on the market here in the U.S. right now. Essentially, the key thing that's involved in here is that the electricity that's going into that motor is controlled by a microprocessor. And there's permanent magnets mounted around the rim of the motor, multiple magnets, and as they're spinning, as the motor's spinning, it's very accurately controlling the energy consumption. So with the standard motor that you would find on a circulator here in the U.S., there are no magnets on the rotor. They're permanently mounted in the body. But with the spinning consumption and the microprocessor, we really reduce the energy. The amperage draw is much lower, and there's no slip, which is really just referring to the losses that the motor has, which causes a loss of efficiency. There's also a water consumption aspect of the green movement. Many of us know in our own homes today, when you turn on your shower in the morning, you may wait as long as a minute for hot water to reach that fixture before you'll actually get into that shower. By using the new EcoCirc circulator and a potable water recirculation opportunity, you can save as much as 14,000 gallons of water a year. Simply by putting in a recirculation line and a small circulator, you will be assured that when you turn that fixture on, you will have hot water in 1 to 3 seconds. There's numerous opportunities for this in commercial buildings. Many of you see it already in commercial buildings. When you turn on the shower in your hotel room, you get hot water right away. So this is the difference between the way a commercial building is built versus a residence. So this is truly an opportunity to increase the comfort of everyone's home, as well as save energy. Some other things about this circulator, when you talk about green, there's resources besides of green. How much less resources going into a product is actually a greener product. This just shows you some energy consumption facts on our EcoCirc product. So the product on the right is a comparable product that we currently sell under our Bell & Gossett brand. It produces similar outputs in terms of flow and head, serves a similar function. By switching to the EcoCirc design with a more efficient motor, we can save about 32% of the energy consumption of that product. On the product itself, it's smaller, it's lighter weight, so it consumes less resources to make, it's lighter to ship, it's easier for a contractor to install. So those are all green aspects that fit into this product.